Doing this one thing in my spiritual communication shifted everything for me. And I know a lot of people trying to use their spiritual gifts struggle with the same thing. So I want to let you in on what worked for me, how I did it, and how you can do it too. If you don't know me, my name is Andrea Levitt. I'm from Sweet Release Healing. I teach people all over the world how to use and develop their gifts on a daily basis from any skill level. And I want you to stop wasting so much time on feeling stuck, isolated, and silent in your spiritual communication. Now, for me, I'm a really impatient person. I want everything right now, a one and done. I learned the skill, now it's supposed to work perfectly for the rest of my life, right? This is not how our gifts work. I had to learn a lot of patience because spiritual communication takes consistent practice. And dropping that impatience, that one and done feeling, is absolutely integral to being able to communicate with them on a daily basis. We have to let the connection grow and thrive. Yes, it takes time, but it also takes consistency. It's a constantly evolving process. And Spirit will tell you the number one thing we need is practice, but they don't ever stop saying that. We constantly need practice. Hence why I have a Discord. It's a safe, non-judgmental community, allowing people to be able to practice. Now, I understand the impatience because, again, I'm an impatient person, but I've also learned that way through time. Think back to childhood. Everything was a learn and apply. Learn to ride a bike, now ride a bike. Learn to tie your shoes, now tie your shoes. Learn to color in the lines, now color anything you want in the lines. And learning to use all of our senses has been a similar journey. Sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch. We were taught to use them, how to differentiate them, and then apply it to your everyday life. But if you're feeling ready to see a drastic difference in the results of the spiritual communication you're experiencing, you're going to want to listen and practice patience with consistent practice. This has been a huge game changer for me, even being born in a spiritual family where I've been using my gifts since I was like 2 years old. Patience and consistent practice is key. Now, one thing I've learned about patience is it doesn't feel like it's taking so long to get to the destination or whatever goal we're trying to reach if I'm having fun. So I made sure to practice my gifts with really fun people, with interesting questions. I looked at past lives. I looked at their soul origin stories. I looked at who they were when they weren't here in human skin. And I asked the same about myself. And over time, I noticed that my gifts shifted and changed. They got a lot stronger in what I was paying attention to and what I found the most value in, which for me happens to be thought packets. Other ways of reading kind of dropped off a little bit, like hearing with my ears, now I hear it in my head, or having an answer appear in my body, now I feel how my client feels, or how the past loved one feels, or anyone on the other side feels. And I want you to try applying that to your daily conversations with Spirit. Yes, I said daily. Because it takes so much time to get really good at our spiritual communications, we do need to practice routinely with them through the day. It takes a lot of consistency. But again, it's fun, so keep it fun. Keeping it fun means you'll want to continue practicing. And then you'll notice your gift shift and change over time as they get stronger. It's a beautiful cycle. Allow it to happen. Now, in the name of consistent practice and developing patience, I like to ask different questions of the day. Right away in the morning, I ask Spirit what the day is going to look like and what I should be focusing on that day. Like what kind of energies I should hold for that day. And I stay open and pay attention to what they're telling me through the day. And I know a lot of people get very insecure about this. They want to make sure that they're not talking to themselves, that they're actually talking to Spirit. And I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everyone, especially in a gift focus session. The human logical brain works on a train of thought. A logical thought to a logical thought to a logical thought to a logical thought. And pretty soon, none of them feel connected anymore. Like when you're making a laundry list for yourself, and pretty soon, what started with, hey, I need to put away the dishes, turned into a 5-year plan. Ego talks in fear, doubt, judgment, condemnation, and comparison. It's not going to tell you what you want to hear, unless you want fear, and that's on you. But Spirit works differently. Their communication is concise, and I tend to say it works in a boop with dead air all around it. And sometimes the boop of information is this big, and sometimes it's this big or bigger, but at the end of the day, it stops and it's cohesive. And it works that way because to Spirit, they have answered your question. If you're like me and you ask additional questions all the time, they are going to automatically offer up more information based on the questions you normally ask. Like for me, why, what, and how are usually built into the answers. Throughout the day, I'll keep asking Spirit additional questions, like what should we have for nourishment? I'll ask them about any chores I've missed or anything that needs my attention, any outliers through the day. I ask them what I need to know about my clients, about my children, friends, family, pets, community. And as I go through my day, I listen to the nudges, the pulls, the shifts, as well as posing questions to them. This kind of consistent practice has made my gifts strong, durable, and has helped me understand my life, who I am, my clients, spirit in a whole different way. But I didn't get here overnight. This was a consistent effort put in and a daily effort to continually stay open, curious, and highly communicative with spirit as well as my spiritual community. Now, there's nothing that separates you and me. I still needed to learn all the basic skills I teach you in the gift focus session, as well as what I teach in my workshops, my school, my classes, my lectures, all of it. But again, there's nothing that separates you from me. This is something that you can learn and apply as well. And like I said in the beginning, this will be truly transformative for your practice in a good way. So have patience with yourself, have patience with spirit, and continue practicing daily. Let me know how this is working for you. And if it's helped, please give it a thumbs up. It takes 2 seconds and it helps me know that you're watching, that you're listening, that you like the content I'm putting out, and that it's valuable to you. And as always, follow for more.